lot of new features on the CRF250 2018 model, and just to name a few: twin exhausts, twin cams, it's the 450 chassis, new suspension, and the list goes on really as well. But a few of the things that I really noticed about the bike today was how well the bike handles, how much it revs. If I'm honest, I felt that the bike needed to be sharpened up. It needed a little bit more response, a little bit more drive, and we achieved that by just changing the mapping a little bit. You've got three options there, which is first is standard, second is smooth, and three is aggressive. And what I ended up doing was there in the last session was I went out with map 2, which obviously was smooth, but this time we went out and we put more fuel in it and made the ignition timing, advanced it, so it was faster. And then on map 3 what we did was the opposite. So we basically we give it less fuel and we retarded the ignition. And it was surprising really that there wasn't a lot of difference between the two, because it sort of equals the same. That makes sense. But out on track what happened was with map 2 with more fuel in and the ignition timing advanced, was basically the bike felt more planted. That, you know, the rear was really had good traction. The drive was a lot better. And when I say that, what I mean is that third gear before in standard trim, I felt that when you was in the aggressive mode, that the bike would rev through too quick. And then that would bring fourth into play, which isn't a problem, so you're third and fourth. But sometimes fourth would be a little bit too sluggish. So something had to be adapted there and it had to be changed. And by doing that, you know, by advancing the ignition and richening up the mid-range to the end there, that did that. So third really did drive out the turns. And it just impressed me really how much you could change the bike over the standard. And if you're at club level, you know, or you're in a national championship, you're going to be happy with the bike. You'll put an aftermarket exhaust pipe on the bike, and you'll be over the moon. And especially, you know, Honda's build quality is second to none. So it's definitely a bike that's going to hit the market, and I should imagine that we're going to be seeing a lot of red bikes next year. It is definitely a game changer. But well, the reason why I wanted to change that was for the more professional racers. So, you know, everybody wants a bike that they can pull out, and they don't want to be spending a fortunes on tuning the bike. And just by doing a few of those simple modifications, you know, it transformed the bike. You know, there's not a lot more there really that you'll want to do with that bike to be able to go racing at a serious level.